Hello and welcome, Vivacious Virgos. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your September 2020 horoscope. Another big month, this month in the heavens, particularly with Mars going retrograde, and I'll talk about that in a minute, about what that actually means for you. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell. You'll notice that I do things a bit differently to some other readers or astrologers. Just a very quick brief rundown about what I'll do today. Firstly, I'll draw 2 tarot cards and see what I can see in spirit about those cards. We'll have a look at your horoscope. We'll have a look at Mars retrograde, what it means for you. And then right at the end, I'll do a psychic channeling and try to see how the energies of what I see in spirit, how they relate to the cards and also how they relate to your horoscope. Okay, so let's go to the board now and draw those 2 cards. These are theme cards for the month. If you want to think in terms of human time, the first one is the first half of the month, and the second one is the second half of the month. I'm going to go with this card here. That is standing out quite vividly to me in spirit. I'll close my eyes. What do I see for Vivacious Virgos? The spotlight's on you. It's like you're on a stage. I can see the spotlight shining on you. Oh, that's why, because happy birthday. It's your birthday coming up. Wow, that's what it means. All the world's a stage and you're on it to perform. As it is your birthday, that means that you're coming to the end of a cycle and beginning a brand new cycle. So well done on everything you've done in the past year. And now we're all moving on to a new cycle, Vivacious Virgos. Okay. Whoa, we're moving on. However, it can't come quickly enough for you. You might be feeling very impatient about some things that you want to do, and it's like you've been held up. Okay, this is about delays. There's a lot of Mars energy around, which I'll get to in the horoscope. However, that's, sort of making you feel like you're full of energy to do things. However, there's still delays. Okay, this is a bit like being pregnant. Get that baby out of me. You want the baby to be born, but the baby's going to come when the baby is ready. It's like planting seeds. You water them, the sun comes along, but they will still come at their own rate. You can't really make them come any quicker. And so the new cycle is beginning for you. And this is also like in numerology, the end of the cycle 9, moving into the 0, the place of limbo in spirit, and then the new beginnings in the 1. So it is happening. Won't happen overnight, but it is happening. Let's have a look at the second half of the month. Okay, your delay is only a short-term delay, by the way. It's like weeks. It's not very long. Oh, gee, this is hard. Which one? I'm going to go with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for Vivacious Virgo? I get the word gate, and I'm just waiting for the picture. There's a gate here. Okay, I can see an old-fashioned wrought iron gate. There's a star going past really fast. It's actually almost like a comet. And so this means fortuitous signs in the heavens. Comets are about signs and portents. Some good luck coming to you, okay? The star that I see is actually like an emoji flying across the sky, the night sky, which is a bit funny. It's got a tail on it. So it is a comet. Okay, so some good luck coming to you. And we have here the 2 of Swords. Okay, this is about you making some decisions in normal everyday life, as we all do. The swords represent decisions, okay? But just be aware that in the background there are some energies from the past. You see these reflections here? That's like some part of your past that you're carrying with you. maybe something happened and you might have forgiven but you haven't forgotten, or perhaps you're just thinking, oh, is this going to happen again? A pattern repeating. Okay, so just do watch that, a pattern repeating. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes and that sort of thing. They're not really mistakes anyway. It's just a matter of learning, if I do this I get that. And so maybe some things you don't want to repeat. And we all have this. We're all the sum total of all our experience, whatever's happened to us. We all have these reflections. So when you are making a decision, just be aware that you are influenced by your past. Okay, let's have a look now and see how Mars retrograde is going to affect you. Because Mars is retrograde in your 8th house of shared resources and intimacy. Now, Mars is a planet of motivation, gives you a lot of energy, and it's going retrograde on the 9th of September until the 14th of November. And either side of those dates, there's a time where the energy is coming on and the energy is coming off. Okay, so if you've got important decisions, it might be good if you can put them off. And so this is going to, remember I saw in the cards the Hangman came up, and you have to be patient and wait. And so this could cause some feelings of frustration. Maybe you feel a bit flat or unmotivated. You've got some ideas in your head and you're likely to be full of energy for these ideas before the 9th of September, but then the energy sort of might decrease in some way. As I mentioned, a good time to delay important decisions, especially if you're starting a new business or a new venture. There can be problems in relationships also with this. If the frustrated energy turns inward, that could even cause problems. But although it's not a good time to complete projects, although it's not a good time to start new projects, initiate new ventures, it is a good time to complete things that have been hanging around. And retrogrades, by their very nature, they're sort of designed to shake things up in your life. So if you've got things that have been hanging around from the past, you might be able to, finish them in some way. It's really a good time to be writing your feelings down in a journal and to be going out walking to get out all that frustration out of your system. Okay, so let's go back to the board now and have a look at your horoscope and see what we can see. Okay, so Venus in your 11th house here. 11th house is all about your networks and your friends and groups and associations. So Venus is a very peaceful, cooperative energy, and you could be meeting with lots of people who share common interests, okay? Cooperation and leadership could be on the agenda. Someone might offer you a leadership role in a group. 2nd of August to the 7th of September, Saturn trines your MC. Okay, so your MC up here, medium coli, is associated with your career. This is the house of career here. But with Saturn trining this, it's a great time for solid and steady progress. And you might find that there's a change in your work for the better. You could get a promotion or perhaps a new job. Maybe you've just started a new job recently. The progress that you make is based on your skills and talents and the work you've already done. So there's no shortcuts. It's about being responsible and mature at work, and people recognize that maturity, okay? You're building on the work you've already done. It's a fabulous time to take action about your career. 18th of August to the 5th of September, Mercury is in your 1st house here. 1st house is all about yourself. It's your basic personality. It's your identity. So it's a great time to express yourself, initiate discussions and negotiations. Other people will follow your lead. 26th of August to the 24th of September, Mars conjuncts Mars. This gives you the desire to make a fresh start. It gives you a lot of energy. But do remember that Mars is retrograde from the 9th of September. So you have the energy to start things, but do you have the energy to finish things? That's what you've got to ask yourself. 2nd of September, the full moon is in your 7th house here of committed relationships. It's also to do with legalities and even open energies. Enemies, I'm trying to say. It was coming out as energies. This is about transformation, okay? So this ensures that things will come up out of your subconscious to be changed, to be released and vented. So if you do have any arguments with people, just be careful that, it could go through a bit of a rocky patch here. But transformation is assured, particularly those people that are significant to you, like your husband or your business partner or your wife, someone like that. 5th of September to the 27th of September, Mercury is in your 2nd house. So it goes from the 1st house to the 2nd house, and later it goes to the 3rd house. So you're going to have a busy month with a lot of different discussions and negotiations going on in different areas of your life. So when it's in the 2nd house, there's a lot of activity and communication about your finances and your possessions. Maybe it's a good time to consult a professional about your money. 5th of September to the 2nd of October, Venus moves into your 12th house here. So we're moving from the networks, groups and associations into the house of the unconscious, or the house of the goddess. You may have a lot of feelings of affection, but they're deep down underneath, or maybe they're hidden in some way. You might not be able to express them. There could be romantic yearnings for someone who's unavailable to you, or perhaps someone close to you needs you very much. Okay, so it does help you with Venus there. It does help you get in contact with your subconscious more, and it's a great time to meditate and to take note of your dreams. 17th of September, a new moon in your 1st house here. 1st house, remember I said, relates to your basic personality, and a new moon is a new beginning, and you've got the sun there as well. So this year I feel like you're going to have a major change in your belief systems and also possibly your identity. You could buy new clothes, new makeup, new hair. You want to show the world who you really are, be more authentic. And even if you've been keeping quiet about something because it's not, the best thing in your work to speak up about, you might change your mind about that. Okay, 21st of September to the 22nd of October, the sun here then moves into your 2nd house of finances and possessions and value systems, those things that you really value. This gives you insight and awareness, and you could be even really happy with how you're going. If you've had some financial issues, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and you're more likely to see your next steps of what you're supposed to be doing financially. 22nd of September to the 1st of October, Mars squares Saturn. Okay, this is a time of frustration and discouragement. I can't really, duck and avoid it because it's really important to tell you. But it's only for a short time. It's only for 9 days. So you could be feeling unusually sensitive in this time. There might be arguments with authority figures. Remember to take a deep breath and be patient. Don't push yourself too much or others too hard. And remember this card back here, the Hangman, that is saying you must be patient and wait. Okay. 26th of September to the 27th of October, Mercury moves into your 3rd house. You're likely to have a lot of intellectual curiosity and mental restlessness. You could enjoy amusements such as chess or crossword puzzles, that sort of thing, and also frequent short outings in your local area as well. 27th of September to the 4th of October, Mars squares Venus. You may have amorous feelings which are difficult to fulfill. Maybe your partner is unavailable in some way. There could be some frustrated love desire, which could result in irritability. So again, take a deep breath and be patient. I know it's not easy being patient. 3rd of September to the 4th of November, Uranus trines your Sun. This gives you a lot of enthusiasm, and it's wonderful for creative work. You're feeling very creative. There's also a deeper connection with dance, art, and music, along with a strong theme of originality in whatever you do. You could be feeling more flexible than usual, less resistant to change. You want to change. You could become more innovative, and you want to explore progressive ideas. Okay, so that's the cards. That's your horoscope. And now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, vivacious Virgos in spirit. There's some steps right in front of me. There's like 3 steps. This is happening fairly soon. It could be days to weeks. Okay, I don't think it's months. It's too far away. This is like imminent. And 3 action steps that you need to take to go to a higher level. So an opportunity will come very soon about how you can improve your life. So this could be in your work or your relationships, okay? Even if you go through that sort of Mars frustration and irritability that was mentioned in your horoscope, there are ways around it. There are ways to improve your life. Now they're showing me a silver necklet with some sort of pendant. It's like in spirit, it's adorning you, or it's, what's it got in it? It's got all sorts of things. First I thought they were pearls. Oh, they're black pearls. Okay, black pearls. Black is something that is hidden, that you're unaware of. It's like your shadow nature. And yet pearls are usually like pearls of wisdom, the things that you say. You could say some really important things to people and not realize the effect of your words on those people. Okay, so it's always good for all of us to be careful of what we say, but sometimes things just like slip out. And if you're reading, if you're a psychic reader and you're actually reading, you want those things to slip out because they're coming straight from your subconscious without being filtered by the apparatus of your mind or your brain. Okay, what else do I see? This is bizarre. Tin food. Opening tin food. I don't know what this means. Maybe you're relying on tin food because you can't go shopping because of COVID, perhaps. Maybe it's camping. This is baked beans, actually, a tin of baked beans. I don't even know if you have that in the States. We have it down here in Australia. I believe New Zealand has it. And so it could be like baked beans for dinner. Okay, that's like a really basic sort of thing. They don't taste too bad, actually, if you have them with toast with lashings of butter. Anything with lashings of butter tastes good. But yeah, I don't know why I'm seeing that. I'll leave that. Maybe leave me a comment. Why do you think I'm seeing baked beans? Do you have a special relationship with baked beans? Okay, maybe it's for a specific person. Okay, now back to all Virgos. I see a hole in the ground, and on the wall there's a rope ladder. So down at the bottom there's a lot of water. This actually looks like Sydney, Watson's Bay, and you know there's those really steep cliffs and the water's at the bottom and there's a lot of ragged rocks and everything. The Gap, it used to be called the Gap. People used to jump off the Gap to kill themselves. I don't know that it's happened recently, but that was in, you know, maybe the 40s and the 50s. It used to happen a lot. And anyway, so this, like, people down the bottom, like Virgoans down the bottom, and they're climbing up. So I can see the ocean. It's very, very turbulent, and that is like your emotions and your subconscious, you know, causing all this turbulence. I can see waves crashing on the rocks, and I can see people climbing up the rope ladders, and that means climbing out of a difficult situation. perhaps you've been feeling particularly emotional lately, and it's like you can see the top. Just keep going with what you're doing, because you're going to get there and you're going to be on solid ground. It's like you were not on solid ground before. You were not grounded. Your emotions had taken over your life and you lost control because your emotions kept coming up and hijacking you in some way. Somebody's got their thumb up. It's actually a man's thumb, and there's a man going yes, like with a thumbs up. Okay, but if you want to leave me a thumbs down, I really don't mind, because Google likes that. But yeah, I'd appreciate a thumbs up as well. But yeah, somebody's going like this, so it means it's great. Good on you that you're climbing up out of the turbulence to get onto solid ground. It's actually in Sydney, we call it the Heads, and this is South Head. So this is the Pacific Ocean side of South Head, and I'm looking at South Head and I can see all of these rocks and people scrambling up there. And then you have North Head, which is Manly, the Manly side of the Heads. The Heads are actually like two promontories, and then there's a gap in the middle that the water goes in, and then there's like Sydney Harbour, which is quite beautiful actually. Okay, anything for vivacious Virgos that's important that I need to say? Anything else? Okay, they're showing me a telescope, and they're saying look to the stars, and I think they mean follow your astrology, follow your horoscope, because the truth is in the stars. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that you found this helpful. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Leave me a comment about anything at all. I'm only too happy to answer your comments. Most importantly, have a wonderful month, and I shall see you all again soon. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.